Good morning. So today we're going to go over some things that will be important for you to remember to prepare for your quiz. So you have a quiz this week and you will also have a comprehensive quiz next week. So this is going to be an overview for that material. So some of the things that I'm going to test you on are what is a correlation? So a correlation is a relationship between two variables. Now, when we have a correlation, it can tell us that two things are related, but not necessarily that one thing causes the other. So correlation does not equal causation. So an example of a correlation that you might see on your quiz is higher ACT scores are associated with higher GPAs in college. So as ACT scores go up, GPAs in college go up as well. So that's a positive correlation. It doesn't mean that ACT scores cause GPA, it just means that the two things are related. So positive and negative have to do with the direction of the relationship. So when things are positive, they're going up together or they're going down together. When things are negative, it's inverse. So for example, as age goes up, fertility goes down. That would be the example of an inverse relationship, okay, or a negative correlation. So remember, correlation does not equal causation. The only time that we can determine cause is if we do an experiment and we hold two things constant. So that means that we're able to hold all the variables in the experiment constant and we manipulate one, which is the independent variable, and then we watch the result of the other, which is the dependent variable. An example of an experiment might be if you're doing a recipe and you keep all the ingredients the same, but you only change one ingredient and then you have a different result. That result is going to be the dependent and the ingredient that you changed is the independent. So you want to review the history of psychology and understand how structuralism and functionalism basically were the trunk of psychology and led to its expansion to the different branches that we know today. And the basic roots of psychology, or what we think of as the predecessors, would be things like physiology and philosophy. Okay? So we have physiology and philosophy as the roots of that tree, and then the trunk being structuralism or functionalism, and then those different branches being things like behaviorism, which was one of the first branches, and psychoanalysis, and then finally things like humanism.